Okay, hello class. I will show you how to solve for x in a linear inequality. We have to remember one important rule. Solving for x in a linear inequality, make sure at the end when you divide both sides of the inequality by a negative number, you have to flip the inequality sign. Make sure you remember that. And it's a good idea for you to gather all the x terms to the left side of the inequality, because at the end, when you read the solution, you read wherever x is, you read wherever x is, remember that. So therefore, we read from left to right. If you bring all the x terms to the left side of the inequality, you have a very good feeling to where you shade on the number line. For example, I have 3 minus 5x is less than or equal to negative 17. Now, if you want to solve for x, you have to isolate the negative 5x term. In order for you to do that, you want to subtract 3 on both sides of the inequality. Or, another word, you can remove this number and you going to put it over here on this side. In order for you to do that, the sign of number 3 will change to negative. So the next step we have negative 5x is less than or equal to negative 17 minus 3. See it? This is positive. Now this is negative. So we combine it. And these two numbers, they carry the same sign. When you combine it, it will be a larger negative number, would be negative 20. And then the last part, if you want to solve for x, you need to eliminate the negative 5, the coefficient. So we'll divide both sides by negative 5. And once again, because we divide both sides of the inequality by a negative number, we have to flip the inequality sign. And the final solution you get would be x is greater than or equal to 4. When you divide two negative numbers, you have a positive answer. And on the number line, this is 4. Somewhere on the number line, you want to shade to the right, because this symbol says that you want all the numbers that are larger than 4, including 4. So if you go to the right of the number line, you have 5, 6, 7, 8, including some fraction or decimal. So you shade from 4 to infinity. And you see I use the bracket on top of 4 because I want to let people know that I would like to include 4 in the shading due to this equal sign right here. And the final step, we have to give the interval notation for this shading. The interval notation will start always from left to right, from 4 to infinity. In conclusion, if you want to solve for x in any inequality, make sure you have to remember one rule. At the end, if you divide both sides of the inequality by a negative number, such as this, negative 5, you have to make sure you flip the inequality sign. And you draw the number on the number line, and this inequality sign will tell you where to shade. You see it, the arrow pointing to the right, in case you blank out, you don't remember. As long as you have x on the left side of the inequality, this symbol will tell you where to shade. The arrow tells you to shade to the right. and then you have to give the interval notation answer. The interval notation answer is the presentation of the shading. So you read the shading from left to right.